So I'm going to be making a cheesy vegetable pasta. So I'm going to use tomatoes, mushrooms, the spaghetti, some seasoning, and then obviously I'll use oil and some pepper, onions, aubergine, cheese, and cheese sauce mix just to make it really cheesy. So hopefully it's nice. If I'm trying to think of other bits I can put in it, if I think of any other more bits, then I will tell you. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. So this is more of my dinners of the week. So this is a vegetable linguine and I'm going to show you how I made it. I find that when I make like pastas and I bake them in the day, that they're a really easy dinner because I can just pop them in the oven to heat them up later on, and you can just prep it in the day. And I do prefer that with the children being at school. I find it easier just to make it in the day rather than when we all come home. So I'm chopping up my onions, which I will fry with my pepper, mushroom and tomato, and my aubergine I'm going to pop in the oven and roast that for about half an hour. And then when that's cooked and all the pasta's done, I'll add that in the end. So I'm going to roast my aubergine in some olive oil and salt and pop that in for half an hour. So I waited until my onions were a little bit soft before I added the other bits, because onions take a little bit longer to cook, don't they? So I fried up my onions in butter, and then I added my peppers, my mushrooms, my tomatoes, and it made like a really nice buttery mix. I do add a fair bit of butter just because I like it. I think it's really just tastes really nice with butter. The boys aren't big fans of mushrooms, so I find that if I cut them quite small and then fry them, they often just go to nothing and they don't really know they're in there. I bought some garlic and herb seasoning from Sainsbury's. I think it was £1.10, and I found that it's really nice, and it is just really nice to add to most dishes really, because it just sort of goes with everything. And then I added some chili flakes, but not too many because the children. And then I'm going to make my cheese sauce, which is a Bisto one. I'm going to make that, and that's going to be like the base for my pasta. So it's going to be like a buttery, cheesy pasta. When I make these sauce mixes, I also like to add my own cheese into it too. So I'm going to pop my cheese sauce into the dish with my vegetables and just mix it up, and you can just add it in any order because it just all mixes together, so I find that really nice and easy. Now my aubergine is all cooked. I'm going to chop it up and add that into the dish, and my pasta is all cooked, so I'm going to pop that into the dish and just mix it all up together, and then I'm going to pop some cheese on top. I'm going to bake it until it's warm, and that will probably be about 20 minutes at 180 Celsius, just until the top is crispy and it's warmed through. So I'm going to be making a beef stew. I'm going to pop my potatoes in it because then I don't have to cook them later. So it just makes it such an easy dinner. So I'm going to use some puree, some Baileys, potatoes, mushrooms, some diced beef, carrots, Worcester sauce, beef stock cube, onions, and this is what I use for measuring because I can't be bothered to get the glass out. So I'm going to start by chopping my onions and my potatoes and popping them into the slow cooker. They can just go straight in, and then I will add in my other bits. So now I will chop all my carrots up and add them in too, and I find slow cooker meals are so easy, aren't they? You can just prep them and leave them for the day from the morning. I always put mine on low for the day. I never put it on high for shorter periods, always put it on longer periods for low. And now my stock cube, so yeah, I'm using Horatio's bottle to mix it up, and I'm going to put in 300, then the extra 200 I need of my stock, and just pop that straight in and dissolve it sort of in the slow cooker and mix it up. Also, like halfway through the day I will come and mix it all up too. And now I will chop and add my mushrooms, and Horatio was really happy that you couldn't taste the mushrooms in this, because Rue didn't like them, but he said you couldn't notice them because I do just chop them so small, and then they just shrivel so much they don't know they're in there. And then I added my beef, mixed it all together, and I remembered I had some red wine in the cupboard when I went to add some extra bits, so I added some Worcester sauce, and then some tomato puree, some chili flakes, some garlic salt, some pepper. And then I added some garlic and herb seasoning, some honey, and I found my red wine, which I used in a dinner last week. And I can't drink it, otherwise I would not still have that because I'm pregnant. So I added some red wine too, mixed that all up, and just left it on for the day. So now it's nearly done. When it's about 20 to 30 minutes for the end, you can make some dumplings. Usually I use the meat version. Is it like beef stock? These ones are vegetable ones because that's all I could find, and I preferred them. I love dumplings, so every time I make them I always think I should have doubled the recipe. But Horatio came in and helped me make them. Then we popped them in, and it was about 20 to 30 minutes and the whole thing was done.
The seasons come and go like thoughts of you, like a wave returns to the sea into the blue. They change but in a cycle that I can't lose, each painful but delightful to live through. You came into my life just like another season, not for long, just a time, just like another season. Maybe this time next year you'll reap me for no reason, but I'll cherish every day until you come my way this season.
So this is really simple, but I thought you might still find it interesting. So I'm going to do some mincemeat and some tomato sauce, and then add like some mushrooms and bits to it, and some parmesan cheese or normal cheese for on top. And yeah, it's just like I serve it with creme fraiche and some salad, and yeah, it's just baked potato, but it's really, really yummy. So give it a go. So first I baked the potatoes. I put them at about 200 for about an hour with no foil on, and I find that they cook up really nicely. I put some oil and some salt on top. Curtis prefers them without foil. I think I prefer them with, but I'm not too fussed, so I just did them without. But I think next time I will do them with, because it'll probably be a bit easier for the children too. But yeah, I just chopped up all my ingredients. So we recently bought a meat pack from like an organic place online, like an organic farm, and I find that it's all vacuum packed, and it makes it really annoying actually when you're trying to fry it up, and it's just all clumped together. I'm going to fry that up, and then I will add my onions, and in the background I'm just grating my cheese so that that's all ready. I hate grating cheese. I'm going to add my famous garlic and herb seasoning from Sainsbury's. Like an ever-fading whisper. So this is such a simple dinner, but if you've not made it before, then definitely make it, because it's really, really nice, especially served with creme fraiche or sour cream. It has to be one of those if you like them, because that just really makes it for me. But it's so simple, just adding all the ingredients to the mince and then just popping it on your plate, and I serve it with some salad, and I did put some baked beans with this too, just for something else. That is everything for my meals of the week. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you found it interesting and it gave you some ideas. If you have any dinner ideas for me, then I would really love to hear them. I love making different dinners every week. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully I will see you on my next video.